Hey, it's Dr. Mordecai, and thank you for joining me for itsdrmordecai.com, episode 22. On today, we're going to talk about no more Band-Aids. It's time for a systematic change. So let's get started. So how many of you all work at a community college or a small college or university or a private institution that is smaller scale? Whatever the case, and even our larger institutions experience this, but not so much as the smaller institutions or the community colleges do. And that is the Band-Aid syndrome, I like to call it, okay? So in other words, rather than truly the administration supplying you with the resources that you need to truly make change and impact the student experience and move the numbers or move the needle, they're asking you to look at what initiatives that you could do for free. Well, we don't want to pay for it. We don't want to pay for any systems. We don't want to pay for any enterprises. We don't want to pay for any software products or anything like that. Look at what you can do for free. Now, granted, there is some value in doing that, okay? Because you just can't throw money at every issue or every opportunity and expect for all of a sudden just magic to happen. It doesn't happen that way. But this, I'm really speaking to the institutions that want to move the needle, but they're not supplying their personnel with the tools that they need in order to move that needle. So more than anything, here's my one advice that I want you to take away from. And this is for my folks that are on the ground. You're frustrated. You're doing your best. Your boots on the ground. You're trying to work best for your students. You've put data in front of the administrators' faces, but they still haven't made a change. Here's my one bit of advice that I've learned along the way, and I'm not saying I've mastered this, but it is something that I've learned along the way. It will take more than just data. Now, I know this sounds crazy, but it will take more than just you throwing a percentage of failure or percentage of success or percentage of this or percentage of that or a number of this to just think that all of a sudden the administration is going to say, oh my gosh, and do something about it. My advice to you is go back to the bottom line. Allow for that number. Find a way to work with someone to make sure that that number equates to a financial value. It should be able to, once it makes its way to the table, the deciding table, they should understand the financial implications if they do not make this decision. Now, yes, granted, sometimes data alone will get the job done. But if you're finding it to where, you know what, it's Band-Aid after Band-Aid, we really need to make a systematic change, but we can't figure out how to do so, we haven't been able to convince our administration, then look at the bottom line. And are you communicating to their language? Are you speaking their language? So that data, yes, that number, that percentage, they understand, yes, this is going to change our financial return by $1 million, by $1.5 million, by our future alum that we're losing out of the door based on attrition. This could impact the institution by $3 million. And don't just throw a number out there. Make sure you do your homework. So again, I hope that's something that you can take with you and be the change, make the change at your institution and move the needle. No more Band-Aids. Let's make systematic changes. And that will take us truly educating our administrators on what that change will mean and what it means to the bottom line. You see my contact information below. I look forward to communicating and interacting with you soon at itsdrmordecai.com.